Welcome to Pilates with Jenn. Today's class is a 55-minute full-body Pilates reformer workout using light hand weights to sculpt your arms, glutes, and core while improving your posture and control. We'll flow through upper and lower body sequences, build strength, and finish with focus, core, and mobility work. Let's get started and move with intention. Once you're ready, I'll meet you on the reformer.
Hey, welcome to Pilates with Jenn. Thanks for joining me for today's workout. All right, make sure you have your weights right down on your platform. We'll be picking them up shortly. We are going to start sitting up on the carriage. Make sure that your springs are ready to go for footwork. I'm starting on 3 heavies. That's 3 reds. Shoulders are back and down, sitting up nice and tall. Your feet are planted onto that floor. From here, your arms are going to reach up towards your chest, and you're going to tuck that tailbone ever so slightly and just begin to roll yourself back as you take a big deep inhale. Exhale, slowly roll yourself up. Now you're just rolling yourself back as long as you can keep those feet planted onto the floor. So we're not letting our feet come up at all, just keeping them connected and grounded, keeping those shoulders back and down, scooping those abs and rolling yourself back down, warming up through our core. Continue rolling down. Maybe you're finding yourself going down just a little bit further, keeping those shoulders down, abs pulled in towards that spine as you articulate yourself up. We're going to go for 4 more. Last 2. On this next one, after you roll yourself down, go ahead, come all the way up. You're going to go ahead, grab those weights. Now, if articulation weighted for you is not for you, then just keep the hand weights down here. From here, I'm going to take weights, I'm going to bring them towards my chest. Just holding them at heart center here. I'm going to begin rolling myself down, going to a place where I feel comfortable and where my feet are still connected. Now, from here, I'm going to rotate my waistline towards the shoulder blocks, which for me is to the left. And then I'm going to rotate them towards the foot bar, which is to my right. So rotating from side to side, keeping those hips, glutes, everything planted on to that carriage. Using that breath, getting that rotation, abdominals warmed up, rotating around the spine. We're going to go for 1 more to each side. And then when you stop by the shoulder blocks, hold it there. We're going to do little pulses, twist towards the shoulder blocks. Just hold it, squeeze, wring out that waistline. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to heart center. Come towards the foot bar. Let's stay there. Let's pulse it, ring and rotate. Yes, squeeze and ring. We got 4 for 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Slowly come on up and sit yourself up nice and tall. Taking 1 hand weight, placing it down. From here, I'm going to place a hand weight in whatever hand you want. It doesn't matter. Hand weights come into heart center. From here, you're going to roll yourself down. And then from here, free hand comes behind the head. Opposite leg comes to tabletop. From here, weighted hand comes up. You're going to pulse up and over and bring it down. So you're trying to cross over to that opposite ankle, waking up those obliques. Yes, keep that foot on the floor connected, grounded, and you're just coming back, working deep into those abdominals. If holding your leg up straight is too much, you can keep it in tabletop. We're going for 4, 3, trying to keep that leg quiet, trying to roll up through that waist. We're coming from 1 more. We're going to hold it up, squeeze, reach towards that ankle. Let's pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, curl it up. Drop that hand. Relax those shoulders. Switch the hand weight. Weight to heart center. Free hand comes out. Roll yourself down. Draw those abdominals in. Feet are still connected. Free hand comes behind your head. Arm with the weight comes out. Opposite leg comes to table or comes straight leg. Cross the arm over. I want you to roll it up towards the ankle and down. Up towards the ankle and down. It doesn't have to be big. Reaching. Really waking up those obliques. Reach across. We got 4, 3, 2. This will be the last one. You're going to stay up by that ankle. I'll sit up for 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Bring that leg on down and carefully roll yourself up. Make sure you are on those 3 heavy springs. Grab both of your weights. I am going to raise my headrest for now, and then we're going to lie down, come into our footwork. Once you're settled down, make sure you're a little bit away from those shoulder blocks. Your balls of the feet are going onto the bar, finding themselves in Pilates V. Heels are connected. Abdominals are drawn in. Hand weights are in your hands. And from here, you're going to bend your elbows. We're coming into a chest press, Pilates V. So take a deep inhale. Exhale, push the carriage out. Drop the elbows wide and resist it in. So what you want to think about here is keeping those abs drawn in. And when you drop the elbows wide, you're trying not to splay through the chest. You're also keeping those heels connecting, lifting up and under through that pelvic floor. Reaching, lifting and lowering, pushing and pressing. We're going to go for 4, for 2. On this last one, I want you to hold yourself out, arms stay up. Drop the carriage halfway in, hold the carriage quiet. Now just bend and press the arms. Holding that carriage in a static hold, squeezing those heels together, keeping those abs and ribs connected. We're going for 5. Last 2. On this last one, hold the arms up. We're going to pulse both the arms up and the legs up. So pulse it up, up, just pulsing up. Yes, reaching those arms long, pulsing for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend it all the way out. Bring your arms by your sides and bring yourself in. Bringing our feet back to parallel hip distance. Actually, let's go squeezing together. So ankles, heels squeezing together. We're coming onto our arches. We want to have our toes trying to wrap around that foot bar. Elbows are coming down. Now palms are facing each other, coming in for a shoulder press. So from here, extend yourself out, raise the arms up, and drop them down. Go ahead, push through, squeeze, trying to keep those heels, ankles, arms straight above your chest, pushing and pressing. Sync your movement with that breath. Trying to keep everything squeezing tight. Keep those ribs pulled in. We have 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold the arms up, hold the legs out. Drop the legs halfway. Now drop the elbows halfway, all the way down to the carriage. We're going to alternate arm punches, holding the carriage quiet. So lift the left to the right. Just keep that carriage quiet, away from the bumper. Keep those abs drawn in. Reaching. So punch in front of you. Yes. Up over that chest. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that arm raised. Raise the other arm. Weights come together. Bend the elbows. Now I want you to pulse and pulse the elbows over your head for that tricep. Yes, pulse it in and out. Little baby pulses up and down. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend yourself out and bring yourself in. Arms come to the sides. We're going to take our heels wide on that bar, coming into external rotation, wide V. Arms are coming out to the sides, soft bends in the elbow. From here, we're going to press ourselves out, hug a tree, resist ourselves in. So you want to try to think about keeping that soft bends in the elbow, and we're arcing up and arcing down. As the arms come wide, you want to try not to flare through that chest. You want to keep everything together. Think about the balls of the feet pressing on that imaginary floor in front of you. We have 4, 3, 2. On this last one, hold yourself out. Drop your arms halfway. Now drop your carriage halfway. Hold the carriage quiet. From here, I just want you to move the arms in and out. In, out. Halfway in, halfway out. Hold that carriage in that squat. Keep those balls of the feet pressing onto that imaginary floor. We have 4, 3, 2. Next time the hands come together, flip the palms, arms face the clouds. You're going to pump it up with the arms, pump it up with the carriage. Reach it up. Yes. Push and press both the arms and the legs for 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend it all the way out and let's bring it on in. Arms can stay up towards the clouds. Palms can face each other. Let's bring our balls of the feet back on towards sits bones distance apart. We're going to go ahead, extend our legs out, and we're going to come into our prancing. So I want you to drop one heel, drop the same elbow. Go ahead, switch to the other heel, drop the same elbow. So you're alternating with punches again above your chest. Same side, same arm. Yes, reach it up, control that carriage. Now, if you can pick up the speed, pick up the speed. You want to keep those knees pointing straight to the clouds above you. You're trying to drop that heel, reaching those arms. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up on both toes and go ahead, bring your carriage in. If your headrest is up, please go ahead and knock it down, coming into our bridging segment here. I'm going to go ahead, move away a little bit more from the shoulder blocks as I'm going to need a little bit arm room. My hand weights are coming towards my pelvis. At any point, if this doesn't work for you, just keep your hand weights down at the side. So coming into a hip hinge here, staying with a flat back, we're going to take an inhale, squeeze through the heels, lift the hips. So again, drop the hips and lift the hips, lowering and lifting, really squeezing through those glutes. Little weighted pelvis here, adding a little bit more work into it. Squeeze and lift. We have 4. For 3, try to keep that carriage quiet. 2. Last one, you'll hold yourself up here. Keep those weights on that pelvis. Let's pulse it up. Squeeze the glutes and pulse. Squeeze and lift. Pulse. 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 Yes, you got this. We got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you're ready, squeeze the glutes. Try to hold them squeezed as you hinge yourself down. And go ahead, bring your arms down by your sides. Go ahead, readjust yourself. Heels or arches are on that bar. From here, we're lifting our right leg into tabletop. We're coming into single leg bridges here. So once you're ready, take a big deep inhale, exhale, lift the hips, just that hinge bridge. Now from here, if it's available, I want you to lift the arms. We're going to go ahead. We're going to drop the hips, drop the elbows, lift and lower. So the only point of contact we're having here is our foot and our shoulders. Yes. Press and lift. Push and press. We got 4, 3, 2. On this last one, we're going to hold it up. From here, we're going to straighten the leg. Now you're going to lift and lower the leg. Now, if you're good here, I want you to lift and lower the arms the same with the legs. As the leg goes down, the arms go down. As the leg comes up, the arms come up. You're trying to keep your hips quiet. Yes, that glute should be talking. A lot of stability work. We have 4 more. 3, 2, 1 more set of pulses. Hold it up. Pulse just the hips up. Hold the arms quiet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, bring that foot to the foot bar. Lift those hips. Change your hip. So now my left hip is coming to the foot bar. From here, once you're ready, you're going to go ahead, hinge it down, bring the arms down, hinge it up. Almost forgot the arms there for a second. So lifting and lowering, if you need a break, by all means, take your break. Squeeze that glute. Use that breath. We got 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it up. Leg comes to the clouds. From here, you're going to lower and lift the leg. When you feel ready, every time the leg comes down towards the foot bar, the arms come behind you for a tricep and up. Remember, the arms can be down by your sides. Try to keep that pelvis lifted and level. We have 4, 3, 2. Last one. Arms stay up, foot stays up. Let's pulse it up, up, reach it up. We got 5, 4, squeeze that glute. 3, 2, 1. Keep the arms up, place the foot down, squeeze both glutes, and go ahead. Hinge it on down. Arms come by your sides. Release those hand weights and bring your knees in to your chest for a moment. Whew. All right. That back body, those glutes should be well warmed up. We are going to warm up our upper body a little bit here. So I am going to put my hand weights down for now. And I am changing to 2 red springs. This can also be done on a red and a blue. I'm choosing 2 heavies today. From here, you can lift your headrest, grab your straps behind you. Once you have your hands in those loops, you're going to go ahead. Strap is crooked as usual. You're going to go ahead, lift those arms up to the clouds, draw those abdominals in, find those legs into tabletop. From here, we're just going to begin with a straight arm press, a shoulder extension. So bring your arms down by your sides. Head stays down for right now. We'll pick it up in a moment. Once you're comfortable here and your abs are pulled in, let's begin single leg stretch. So extending your right leg long. As the arms come up, the leg comes in, extending the left, alternating from side to side, really pushing and pressing. We're going to keep adding on here. Feel free to stay here. But the next layer is, next time the arms come down, extend the leg long, lift that chest, and bring it back. So every time you curl yourself up, you want to reach towards that foot bar, both the arms and the legs. We'll go for 4, 3, 2. Last one, when both knees are together, arms come up, head comes down. Arms come down by your sides, reach your arms long, bend at the elbows, coming in for our tricep press. So remember, your elbows can be resting, they can be in a hover. From here, if you feel stable, you can add that single leg stretch, or you can add a double leg stretch. So next time your arms pull straight, both legs can come in. Arms bend, legs bend. Next layer here would be, if you feel comfortable, go ahead, curl that chest on up. Next time you extend everything long. Remember, this is your workout. We're going for 4, 3, 2. Last one, bend your knees, arms come up, feet come to the foot bar for a moment. Drop your knees from side to side. All right, arms are coming back up to the clouds. We're going to do some variations of single leg stretch here. So arms come up to the clouds, legs come up to tabletop. Extend your right leg long. Take your left leg into a figure 4 on your calf, and you're going to hold it like this. From here, we're going with a straight arm press. So bring your arms down to the sides and resist it up. Now, if you feel stable and you want to add more, you're going to tuck that chin towards your chest and you're going to curl yourself up. So getting deeper into one side. Feet are staying steady at a 45 degrees. We're going to go for 4 and 3, 2. Next time the arms come down, head stays down. Reach the hands to the foot bar. You're just lowering and lifting the legs. Reach those arms towards the foot bar, just lowering and lifting. Now, if you feel good, okay here, next time you lift, you can come into a reverse tuck and bring it down. So really pushing through those arms, reaching towards that foot bar. Yes, reach. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, extend those legs. Bring your legs into tabletop. Bring your feet to the foot bar. Go ahead and make any minor adjustments you may need. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, only this time we're going to do the tricep. So arms come to the clouds, legs come to table. From here, drop your arms by your sides. Left leg comes long. Right leg gets glued by the knee or right under the knee. Bend the elbows, extend the arms. So head stays down at first. When you're ready, tuck the chin towards your chest, curl yourself up. Remember, if you are on those 2 heavy springs, this is heavier than what we normally do. We're going for 4, 3, 2, Next time your arms are long, head comes down. Lower, lift the legs. Lift and lower. Once you do a few here, if you want to add that reverse tuck, push through your arms, lift it up and over. Get deep into those abdominals. We have 4. For 3, remember this reverse tuck, you can just lower and lift. 2, relax those shoulders. Last one, reach that leg long. Arms come in. Ooh, feet come to the foot bar. Go ahead, hang those straps up. Just want you to take a moment, open those arms wide. Drop your knees from side to side. Once you are ready, we are going to carefully be coming up on our carriage. And I am going to be taking off both of my heavy springs and adding a medium spring, so 1 blue spring. That 1 blue spring on, we're going to turn around, face our risers. Knees are coming up to the shoulder blocks. We're going to go ahead, bring our hands to the wood risers. Now I want all 5 fingers on the same side, nothing separating the fingers. We're just going to go ahead, begin with a little cat-cow here. So take a big deep inhale around the spine, tuck the chin towards your chest, draw in that navel. Exhale, elongate the spine, elongate the tailbone. Again, draw those abs in. Exhale it out. Let's go for 4. 3. 2. And last one. Next time you find yourself in that long spine, that flat spine, I want you to go ahead, find your wrist underneath your shoulders. Now, draw that chin towards your chest, glide those shoulders down your back. From here, arms are not moving. This is all ab work. You're going to pull the knees in towards the chest. Exhale yourself out. Pull it in. So again, light carriage here. I want you to think about pulling those abdominals in, scooping those abdominals out, exhaling it back to that long spine. Again, scoop. So the arms are just stabilizing you. Yes, reach. Keep those shoulders pressing down your back. Watch your fingers. That's why they're on the same side of the rails. We got 4 for 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, let that carriage come back. Reach your arms long, come into a child's pose. All right, we're going to turn to the side. So I'm going to take both of my knees. They're going to be facing diagonally. Both of my hands are going to be on the wood rail. So I'm going diagonal with my knees, staying straight with my arms. What you're thinking about is the way you're turned is the oblique you're trying to squeeze. So from here, when you're ready, take an inhale, exhale, squeeze, lift. Think about squeezing that waistline to that armpit. Yes, squeeze. Really squeeze through that side body. So more about just getting deeper into that squeeze than adding weight here. Making that connection with your body. We're going for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, send that carriage back. Send your hips back, reach your arms long. And we'll go ahead, turn the toes, angle them the other way. Arms are staying straight, knees are pointing to the corner. From here, I'm thinking about squeezing my right rib to my right waistline. So take a big deep inhale, arms are in line with the wrists. Squeeze, resist it back. Remember, your neck is an extension of your spine. Think about really twisting and squeezing it. Notice that the arms are not moving. This is all about the abs and the knees here. More of the abs. The knees really shouldn't be doing much, but helping you a little bit. Last two. On this last one, go ahead, sit yourself back and send yourself long. Bringing those knees back to those shoulder blocks. Now we're going to reach our arms long. So now we're going to be pulling wood with our arms here. So what I want you to think about is I want you to draw those abs in, send the shoulders, glide them down your back. Now pull your knees in towards your chest so you're in line. Now you're going to drop it back. Again, pull in with your arms, release it back. So now we are using our arms, pushing, pulling the carriage. You're resisting it back. You're pulling with the arms. We're going for 4, 3, 2, 1. When you're here, hold it. If you're good here, stay here. If you want more, you're going to come up to your risers. Now you're going to sit those hips down and we're going to come into a pull-up. So you want to try to sit low and you're going to pull yourself in, resist it out. So going in kind of into a pull-up variation, squeezing that back body. We'll go for 4, 3, 2. Next time you have yourself up there, hold it up there. We're going to do one hand. So one hand comes to the shoulder block. Pull and press. We're going for 6 on each side. Getting that back body in and that chest work, a little bit of everything. Last one. Switch hands. Bring both hands back. Other hand comes to the headrest. Pull and press. For last 2. And on that last one, carefully grab both risers with both hands. Hands come to the wood, and you carefully walk yourself down. All right, when you are ready, you are slowly going to come on up. We are going to stay facing our risers, but we are going to come and grab our straps. Now I'm going to go ahead, grab my straps. I'm going to hold up at the tape here, staying into a low kneel to start. Sitting up nice and tall, shoulders are back and down. If you want to come into a high kneel, by all means, we're just going to go ahead, come in with a little chest expansion and resist it back. So just starting down low, squeezing, resisting it back. Choke up on those straps. It is a lighter carriage. We're going for 4 and 3. On this last one, I want you to hold the arms back. Now, if you want to come up to a hover, come up to a hover, hold those abdominals in, back is long and straight. We're coming into that tricep press. So you're going to push and press. Think about squeezing that side arm into that lateral side of your body. Yes, push and press. Neck is long, an extension of your spine. We got 4 and 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead when those arms come up. You can come up to a high kneeling position. From here, I'm going to take both my straps into one hand, hold onto my shoulder blocks, and I'm going to walk my knees back towards the edge of the carriage where I can flex my toes and hold on to the carriage mat. Now I'm also going to grab my hands here into the short loops, but I'm going to make my straps an X first. So we're going in to I's, T's, and Y's. So palms are facing each other to start. Go ahead, flex your feet so you're holding on to the back of the carriage. Arms are reaching long. You're coming into an I, and then you come down to your chest. You come out to a T. Arms come to the center. You drop the arms lower, and it becomes a Y. So again, hands together. Arms come up to an I, down to chest height to a T, down to belly button line, and come to a Y. Again, I, T, little external rotation on the Y. If you want this harder, you can always choke up on your straps. But I think the I for me is the hardest one. So working on my strength to get up over my head. We have one more set. I, T, relax those shoulders, and Y's. Go ahead, come all the way in, carefully bring both straps, and you can go ahead, walk yourself up a little bit, and then go ahead, hang one strap up. Doesn't matter to me what strap you have. I'm going to keep my left strap in my hand, and from here, I am going to turn around on the carriage. Now, my legs are coming through that headrest, so make sure your headrest is down. My hand is coming to the carriage mat. I am in a 4-point kneel here. Once you're in this 4-point kneel, let that arm come back, and palm is facing towards the foot bar. We're going to come in to serve a platter and bring it in. So reaching that arm long in front of you, keeping those abs pulled in, those shoulders down your back. I am using the long loop here. Now, if you feel good here, you can add a little bit more and extend the opposite leg. So coming into spinal balance with serve a platter. Last two. And one. When that arm comes in, bring that knee on in. 3-point kneel stays here. We're going to extend that arm towards the foot bar. Now I want you to open it up and around, circle it back in towards your hip. Again, reach long, circle it out and around, bring it back in. Try not to let the weight pull you across your body. Stabilize it. We have one more. Come out and around. Once that hand comes to that carriage mat, go ahead, walk your knees up, sit those hips on back, and hang that strap up. Let's go ahead, do the same thing on the other side. So I have the long loop now in my right hand, coming to that 4-point kneel. Remember, you can always make this harder the further you move your knees away from the strap. So I have my knees pretty much right a little above the shoulder blocks. My legs are coming in. Palm is facing up. Abs are pulled in. Shoulders are down my back. Palm is up. Go ahead, serve that platter. Push it out. Resist it in. Again, you can always add spinal balance, extending that back leg behind you. Make sure that hip is square to the mat underneath you. We have 4 for 3, 2, and 1. Arm comes in, knee comes down. Arm reaches behind you. We're going to come out for that circle. So When your arm's behind you, sorry, tricep, press it in, bicep, reach out, circle it out and around. Pull it in towards the foot bar, circle it. We have 4 for 3, 2, and last one. You have this. Reach it out and around. Excellent. Go ahead. We can hang that strap up. I'm going to give you some options here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put our foot bar down, but not all the way. This is where you're going to need your box in front of your reformer and a little off to the side that you're working on. We're going to be taking it around with us. You're also going to need your weights. Right now, I have a blue spring on my carriage. I am going to add a light spring onto it. If you feel like you need more support, put a red spring on, which is 1 heavy. If you feel like you need less support and you want to make this super challenging, put a blue spring only, just a medium spring, and leave that on. So I'm going with a blue and a yellow. From here, we're going to go ahead, grab our hand weights, and we're going to step on to our box. So mine is off towards the side. My inside leg is carefully going to come to the platform. I'm going to find my bearings, and then my foot's going to come to the carriage. Now, first thing we're going to do is our weights are going to be at our heart. Shoulders are wide. We're going to come down into that lunge, extend it back. You want to keep that knee over your ankle and resist it up. So just getting used to lunging down and bringing it up. Yes, think about coming down lower. Every time you come into that lunge, resist it up. We have 4 more. For 2, try to keep that knee over that ankle. Last one here. When you come up, hold it up. Now from here, I want you to hinge over that standing foot. Arms are coming by your side. You're going to extend the carriage out. Hold it out. I want to reverse fly, squeeze, and come up. Hinge it, push out, stabilize. Time under tension. Squeeze, reverse fly, bring it in, hinge it up. Again, hinge forward, reverse fly, and up. Take your time. Woo. We have 4 more. This is all about that stabilizing leg. Two more. You got this. Hold it. Reverse fly. Bring it in. Hands come back to heart. Hinge it forward. We're just going to hinge. Scooter it in and out. We have 10. 9. Can you get lower? 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Carefully bring that carriage in. I didn't think I was going to make it, my leg. And go ahead, step yourself off the carriage for a moment. All right. We're going to go ahead, put our hand weights onto our platform. And I am going to come over and take my box with me. Now, my box is not all the way. It's about halfway. And we're going to come into flying lunges. So we're going to go ahead, bring our hands to the box. And our inside foot is going to come to that shoulder block. Outside foot is up against the box. I want you to go ahead. I want you to push yourself out. Find that lunge position. Now, lunge position, you're going to push yourself up We're going to come into a plank. So as you come in, carriage comes up, your shoulders come up, the leg sweeps back. You bring the foot down. So coming into a flying lunge, push it down. Yes, think about squaring yourself off, pushing out. Power foot, stabilizing leg. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, bring that carriage in, carefully close the carriage up. We're going to go ahead and move the box just a little bit further now. And now I'm going to have a seat on that box. And if you have that blue and yellow spring on and you find this is too heavy, just take the yellow spring off. I'm going to grab my outside strap. I am grabbing the long loop because I have it a little heavier. My inside hand is coming around my head. And from here, we're going to rotate around to your outside. So you're squeezing with a rotational row. So again, if you find that that weight is too heavy with that yellow, go ahead and drop it. Squeeze and resist. I'm going to choke up just a little bit more to get a little bit deeper into my rotation. We're going for 4 and 3. For 2, relax those shoulders. And last 1, go ahead, hang that strap on up. And we're going to take that box and go around to the other side. So now my box is coming in front of my reformer again. This time it's a little over towards the other side. So for me facing it, it's a little over towards my right side, which means my left foot is coming to the carriage. So I'm going to step up. We need our hand weights, so grab your hand weights. Step up, find your footing on that box. Your foot is coming to the edge of that carriage. Hands with your hand weights are coming center to heart. From here, we're coming into that lunge. You want to bend that knee, keep it over the ankle, and resist yourself up. Bend and press. So really working into that lunge here, finding your focal point. My toes are kind of wrapped around the tip of the carriage. Watching that knee, that it stays over the ankle, that you don't push out, that you're really bending into that standing leg. We got 3 for 2. Last one, we're going to bring it in. This time we hinge forward. Arms come down. Extend it out. Reverse fly. Hinge it back up. Down. Out. Reverse fly. I screwed that one up. And come up. Down. Hold it. Reverse fly. And up. I'm having trouble keeping my knee over this ankle on this one. My hip is not cooperating with me today. Last 2. And last 1. Keep that leg out and carefully bring it in. Woo! I was having a lot of problems with that today, but that's all right. All right, go ahead, reorganize yourself. We're coming in to that hinge forward. Now we're coming into those scooters. Weights are just at your chest. From here, drag the carriage in and push it out. Push and press. We got 8, 7, 6, 5. You got this. 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, bring it all the way in and carefully step off that box. We are done with the weights. You can go ahead, put your hand weights down, and we are going to take that box now and bring it over towards the side. So it doesn't need to come all the way. It's kind of still halfway towards your platform. Inside foot is coming to the platform, onto the carriage. Hands coming to each side of the box. Toes are up against the box. Adjust yourself if you need. You're going to come into that lunge. So square yourself up as best you can. Move the box more forward if you need. From here, when you bring yourself up, you kick the leg on the floor behind you, press it down. So coming into those flying lunges, you're trying to bring those shoulders up over your wrist. Draw those abdominals in. Push and press. Guys are being really strong here. We're almost done. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Go ahead, press it down and bring that leg on in. All right, we move the box just a little bit closer. Sit on to the box. You're going to grab that short loop or long loop, outside hands. This is my weaker arm, so I'm going to start. Inside hands comes to support your neck. From here, rotational row. So row, rotate, and bring it back. Rotate, and back. Think about really rotating that waistline, those rib cage around that waist. We have 4 for 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, hang that strap up. We're going to end with one quick move and then go into a stretch. So I am going to take my box and I am going to put it over my shoulder blocks. I'm going to lift my foot bar back up to its normal position. And from here, I'm taking my blue spring off, adding my red spring. So right now I have a total of a red and a yellow on my carriage. I am going a little bit heavier than I normally would. Normally I do this on a red only, but I'm building up strength, so I am trying to go a little heavier with my weights. So we're laying on the box facing the foot bar. Hands are coming to the foot bar. Your chest, your top of your rib cage right underneath your chest is on that box. Your shoulders are gliding down. From here, your legs can just be relaxed, but I want you to tuck the pelvis in towards the box. The shoulders glide down your back. From here, we're going to just do a straight arm press and resist it back. So not worrying about your legs so much. They're active, but you're not squeezing through your glutes or lifting here. Just pushing and pressing. We're going to go for 5, 4, 3. On this last one, I want you to hold yourself out. Now, I want you to glide your shoulders down your back. Now, glide the shoulders up, and I want you to come into a swan. Excellent. Bring yourself down, push yourself out, and bend your elbows in. So again, push yourself out. You got to get that shoulder glide. So send those shoulders back, glide the shoulders back and down, chest comes up. Push yourself out, chest comes down, bend the elbows. We got 4 more. Press it out. Glide up into that swan. Come up to what feels good for you. Bring it down. Bend the elbows. Last one. Extend it all the way up. And down. And bend the elbows in. From here, you can carefully come up to a sitting position on that box. I'm just going to go ahead and straddle the box. I am going to take the red spring off, just keeping the yellow spring on. Hands are coming to the foot bar. You can move yourself up, inch yourself up towards the box. And you want to have your ankles connected towards that box, sorry. You're just going to go ahead. You're going to push yourself out. You're going to allow your chest to drop below your arms, maybe even below your hips. Just really allowing that tension, letting gravity let all that tension fall out. And then from here, you're going to bend the arms, come into that like sitting swan. And give me a chest expansion here, but give yourself a little tug against the foot bar if your foot bar locks. Again, one more time. Push yourself out. Press yourself long. Really reach through those shoulders. Drop the chest. Try to push those heels into the box. Maybe open up a little deeper out of your inner thighs. Carefully come up. Bring that chest up. Flat back. You can pull against that bar. And you know what? I am going to do one more because I was really enjoying that stretch. So I'm going to go ahead, push myself out one more time. Really dig my heels in. Really try to roll my neck from right to left. And this last time, I'm going to glide those shoulders back, come in with a flat back, maybe arch the back for a little back extension. And then I'm carefully going to sit myself up nice and tall, reach my arms, interlace my fingers, extend your chest up towards the clouds. Go ahead, roll those shoulders. And we have finished our workout. Thank you so much for joining me today. Like always, please like, comment, share, subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you on the Reformer. Bye.